Hey guys, welcome yet again to another Showdown sweep. I'm Mr. Lucky Luke, and today's one we got ourselves a Shiftry sweep. This is by far the one of the mods I as well did not expect myself to get the sweep here. So this is by far one of the most randomest sweep I've actually got so far with this team. So as you can see, I actually wasn't even going, like, here's the thing, I was doing just a random C dot evolution team, kind of just complicated because the moves wasn't that creativity, so I wanted to give it a go with this team and just pop that out of thin there. So this is going to be a Shiftry set that I kind of wanted to give it a go, and it worked pretty fine. So for this one is a very interesting one because this thing's now originally gets a different ability. First of all, we was going to actually use this one as obviously it usually goes with like it's spamming Swords Dance instead, but however for this one we wanted to go for its newer ability, Wind Rider, which by the way now it gets a new ability. I don't know which originally had its other ability. Like it had chlorophyll. I'm pretty sure another ability. Maybe it was like grass guard or something. I don't know. But now it gets Wind Rider, which would the attack raised by 1 if it hit by a wind move or Tailwind begins. So essentially, if I get a wind type move, Wind Rider will kick in. So basically, Tailwind is basically its new move, increases 1 attack and then gets a Tailwind, so it obviously gets a couple speed. So I wanted to give it a go and try its moveset with Wind Rider and try a couple sets with it. Now this one was during my C dot evolution team, and I kind of wanted to give it a go, and kind of worked pretty nicely, and I'm not gonna lie. So this one battle here went actually strange enough. So we got against Mr. FGGG109. Really creativity name of yours. So yeah. So this battle was actually during him was going for them. So I wasn't even going for a Shiftry sweep at all. I was just doing a fun battle. And we got my Aceto go for an explosion. Yeah, actually surprisingly, Aceto to Shiftry now gets explosion, which I was like, I was either A, kind of just like confused, like there's no way a Shiftry can learn explosion. It's got to be hacked. But to my surprise, he actually learns that. So we got the Gliscor is going to go for a Swords Dance with a Toxic Orb, Poison Heal strategy. Most people run this one anyways. So I went for the Trailblaze, trying to get a speed up with his mighty 30 base speed. I think that's one of them. And then I wanted to see if I can stall this thing with just Harden and see how much that will do. But surprise enough, they went for a Earthquake. Like, okay, that's pretty nice. And also, surprise, this C-Dot, I managed to live that one with an Evolite, max health, max defense. Amazing ball for the C-Dot. So yeah, I managed to get a crit there, but yeah, even with that +2 speed, there's no way I will outspeed anything. Like literally, it's only fast enough to outspeed a Shuckle, pretty sure. So they're gonna go for a critical hit Earthquake, and that goes C-Dot down. So I was like, well, what can I swap into this point? So I pretty much swapped into my Nuzleaf, and it's gonna go for the Earthquake again. And then I was like, well, this is pretty much gonna be one of those rip battles. I'm gonna get swept. So I was like, you know what? Let's take the opportunity to swap my Shiftry in and see what happens, and move on to the next battle. The funny about this battle, it was not the case. Enjoy. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the Shiftry sweep there. Like I said, I wasn't even going for it, and somehow I actually got the strategy work perfectly. And yeah, I don't know how I actually got this Shiftry sweep. Like I literally was just naturally just trying to do a couple sets with the Shiftry, and perfectly worked fine. Now let's explain the strategy of this Shiftry set, and let me tell you the moves of this build. So first of all, this is a obviously this is a Wind Rider Tailwind set with max attack, max speed, and we ran this one with Adamant Nature because obviously with the Tailwind we can actually outspeed most things, but not everything, obviously. Because I mean, then again, speed is pretty amazing. Okay, I guess. So with 159 speed, is pretty solid. Most with a pretty most speedy one. So it is okay fast, but not the most extremely fast one. So yeah. So obviously, I wanted to give it a go with this new ability, Wind Rider. So I give it a Tailwind for this one because that's not only increases speed but also attack. Now the best stuff about this Wind Rider ability is that when the Tailwind is run off, or like once the Wind Rider or the Tailwind is wears off, you can use Tailwind again, and it actually will get another plus on attack, and also keeps the Tailwind. So essentially, as you can literally keep using Tailwind as much as you like, and keep that attack crease as like you literally. It's basically like a +1 attack and a speed boost for basically it's a 4-turn base. It gives you basically a 1+ attack and gives you a 1+ speed for 4 turns. So essentially, it's really a very good move pull with it. So this one obviously with the max speed, it's pretty okay. You could run Jolly Nature if you want to go for more, relying you outspeed the opponent. But even with that speed, I'm pretty sure most people, some of the more faster pseudo types, most likely can come in and just ruin the sweep. So it is a really difficult thing to try using a speedy set instead of a physical set. So we run obviously max attack for that occasion. Now we also with this one have obviously we have the Tailwind with it. We also have Knockoff, Leaf Blade, and Aerial Ace. So we have Knockoff for a Dark type move, which pretty sure it's one of the new moves it gets. I think that's one of them. We also have Leaf Blade for strongest physical move. It also has that high critical hit rate. And we also give this one Aerial Ace for a little bit of a fun coverage. And also wanted to use its Terra, which by the way, for this Terra we run Terra Flying, because in case we're versing like like a bug type or something, or a fighting type. Most people it usually comes with that, those two most type, or fire types. We have Terra Flying to withstand the attack of just anything really, like just any of those super effective mons. However, this thing does have the counter against ice type, so gotta be careful with that. We also have Scopeland for this one, for this item. You could technically run this one as a Citrus Berry and stuff like that, but for this set, I wanted to try and rely on using only its Tailwind strategy with its strongest physical move. So that's why I run Adamant Nature, so I can use that Tailwind and go for the strongest move pull, just doing straight base power moves. So with the knockoff, it'll get a 1.5 times damage if the foe holds an item. So basically, it's a really strong Dark type. It's pretty stronger than a Dark Pulse, pretty sure. But then again, not super strong as some of the other ones, so pretty okay standard. So yeah, we also have Leaf Blade for higher creation, which by the way, this one was a great opportunity for me to use one of the items. I was like, wanted to give it a go, and I wanted to give it a Scopeland in case we could get a crit rate hit or a critical hit basically. Now that doesn't mean obviously this thing will 100% crit, but it gives you a chance of critical hit. Now you could also give this one as a Salic Bear set. Could definitely go for that one in case you want to try and get the speed 1+ speed without relying too much of the Tailwind and stuff. Definitely can recommend you that. Or you can run something like for my occasion, not sure if anyone wants to run anyways. You can run obviously a Focus Sash set as well. Obviously, definitely if you want to try that out. But then again, you're gonna have to rely on outspeeding the mons with only 1+ attack. So you're gonna have to be playing very safe about the set, because I think by far this is kind of like it's a solid set with the moves and stuff. Not the most competitively one, but still a pretty good challenge to try it out. So So yeah, you could definitely recommend replace it with something else. I give it a Scopeland for random occasion, try and get a critical hit rate, and booyah. You can also run this one obviously with not like if you want to, but you can also give it a muscle band. Pretty sure that can actually help you out a little bit. I mean, it does that. It does. The holders physical moves have that 1.1 times powers by physical moves. So essentially, you do get that plus one attack, 1.1 the base power. So technically, it's kind of a better than Scopeland a little bit if you don't want to rely on too much of a crit by one. So running a muscle band can also work out, but you know, it is what it is. You can run pretty much anything just as long as you play safe. So for this sweep, obviously, this one had to be relying on a lot of luck. Now, for some reason, I don't know how I got that pulled. Like, first of all, we got some RNG luck with this sweep, like the freeze hacks Pelifin, the normal one, not the hero form, but you know, I got that ice punch freeze, and then I pulled it off on 2 HP. Nice, that merges slowly, but okay, I'm just gonna say the merch is not going anywhere. Don't even know if I can make one yet, so I'll say that right away. But still, a lucky 2 HP live. That is pretty amazing. And another thing I'm surprised about is that the Belbrelum, like, was it actually have any like priority moves? I mean, most people run obviously like just bullet punch or not bullet punch, mach punch Breloom. So I assumed I was gonna fail that sweep, but surprised enough they didn't have it, I guess. Or maybe it just did, but he just didn't want to use it, maybe, or trying to outspeed me. Because then again, with that, with my speed, it was well with the Tailwind. Obviously, I was managed to get that one, but I think they meant to actually do is I don't know if that was a mistake, but I think they meant to actually use a knockoff on them, trying to withstand attack, and maybe I could have you know, activate their effect spore. Maybe I could have get myself paralyzed, burn, or maybe like poison stuff. Maybe that was a strategy or something. It was just that they were just trying to just get swept, I guess. I don't know. But either way, that's pretty much it for the Shiftry strategy, and hope you guys enjoy this one. So you can definitely run anything really specifically, just as long as you play safe. So yeah, that's what I was running, and hope you enjoy this one. Stay lucky out there, and as always, take care.